what your life purpose should be. I'm reading this book at this moment, which is Loving What Is by Byron Katie. And one chapter really caught my attention because there is this underlying belief that our life, my life and your life, should have a purpose. As Byron Katie looks at it, this apparently positive belief can give us quite a bit of stress, quite a bit of anxiety. Now I tell you why. My name is Tom and I am holistic animator of Joyful Life. When you say my life should have a purpose, yes, it's a beautiful thing to have a purpose in life. Suddenly I feel like, oh gosh, what if my life is not good enough? What if I have not enough time in this life to fulfill my purpose, to find my purpose? How to know what my life purpose is? And suddenly all those questions make me a bit anxious. How do I feel with the thought that my life should have a purpose? And I didn't feel very well with this thought. I felt anxious, as I said. I felt a bit on the edge. I felt a bit of rushed. What else I can do, you know? I've got a son, I planted a tree, I wrote a book, but is it enough? I've got a YouTube channel. What is my life purpose? What if I die tomorrow and I didn't fulfill my life? What are I gonna leave behind me? But then I started to ask myself, how would I feel without those thoughts? How would I feel if my life didn't need to have a purpose? How would I feel if my life was already good enough? How would I feel if my life, if what I've done up to now was already fulfilling the purpose? What if my life was purpose in itself? The universe manifests itself through the living forms like us on this planet. So if the universe manifests itself through us, how important we are. This is already a big purpose, to be manifestation of the universe, to be manifestation of the consciousness. Why do I need anything else? The life itself, the life I'm living, is already very big purpose in itself, the life itself. Because through this life, consciousness manifests itself. And if I believe that my life doesn't need to have another purpose, well, I feel a flow, I feel ease, I don't feel an effort, I don't feel anxious. I would, with this thought that my life doesn't need to have a purpose, I would be happier. So at this moment, I created a space that there is no force, there is no pushing, there is only alignment with the life itself and go with the flow of life. And from this space, actually, the purpose of my life was shown to me. I started to notice what other people are telling me, what I brought to their lives. And other people showed me my purpose of life, that I would like to keep helping them, going to do what I'm doing, helping others to use their spirituality in everyday life, helping them to find the joy, abundance, love in themselves. Other people told me, Tom, when you're around, I feel uplifted. Tom, few minutes talking to you over the phone, and I feel already different. And then when I looked back, my life up to now, in every stage, in every job I've done, was showing me those moments when my life purpose was shown to me, when my life purpose was, in the service to others. Because that's what life purpose, which is coming from this space that you don't need to do anything, just your life is already good enough. From this space, you notice what energizes you, what gives you passion. And this passion turned into service to others, it's purpose of life in itself. Suddenly I felt like a bit of enlightenment. I said, wow, what I'm doing already, I am holistic animator of joyful life, holistic therapist, who people come to ask for guidance. This is such a privilege. I don't need anything else. I'm already fulfilling not only the primary big purpose of consciousness, which is life itself, but also I'm fulfilling my passion through my life purpose. If we change some underlying beliefs, then turn it around, how would we feel without those thoughts? How do I feel when I think that this should be this way? And how would I feel if I didn't think that it should be going this way? It gives you lots of different perspective. New space which is not cluttered by underlying beliefs, because you can turn it around. So ask yourself, how do you feel with the belief that your life is already good enough? How do you feel? How would you be without the thoughts that your life should have a purpose? How would you feel with the thought that your life already is a purpose in itself? What do you think about this approach? What do you think about life purpose? Please share with me in the comments. I would be grateful. And thank you very much for listening to me and watching me today and subscribing. Until next time. Bye bye.